Thanks for coming round. We'll make you laugh before you go. Welcome to the Mermen. Welcome to the show.
Happy Thanksgiving. That didn't work out how I thought in my head.
Improv that, huh?
Yeah, I thought it would be like, do you think this is when the Pilgrims came to the United States of America? They blew conch shells like this?
Better if you just talk through it. If you go, Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's how yeah. I knew you did something like that.
Yeah. You want to blow it while I say that?
All right, ready? I'll do like a background.
Happy Thanksgiving. Okay. I don't know what that last part was.
Do you like Thanksgiving? Do you like Thanksgiving?
I disparaged you at the end there.
What? What'd you say?
Called you like a piece of crap or shit
What?
or something, yeah.
I'm sorry I was late. Is it because I was so late? I'm sorry about that.
Nah,
I apologize. I respect your time and Luis's time, and I apologize for trampling all over.
Luis is going to Europe.
Yeah, I know.
Do I like Thanksgiving? Yeah, who doesn't like Thanksgiving?
I don't know. There's people out
Apparently
there.
Luis, he's going to be in Spain.
Yeah.
Or Italy. No, you're going to be back here, right?
Respect your country.
Yes, respect what this country was founded on.
Yeah.
Destroying the lives of Native American. Yeah. It's my favorite holiday, probably.
Really?
Because I'm not religious.
Yeah.
And so everything else was like steeped in religion. And so even though I celebrate.
Or fun. You don't like fun either, so you don't like Halloween.
That's also religious. I don't know. It's anti-religion. I don't know what it is. Halloween is too much.
So you just like Thanksgiving because it's all just about like the food.
I like it because I have the fondest memories of my mom and my family with Thanksgiving.
That's actually really sweet answer.
And my family was not religious too. So it was like the one holiday where it felt like with Christmas, it's like, yeah, we're celebrating this, but we never went to church and and not that you have to, but it was just kind of like, this is just some commercialism bullshit. Whereas Thanksgiving, it felt more like, hey, let's get together and have some food and be thankful and stuff. And, you know, I've spent a lot of Thanksgivings here now, and a lot of times I spend them at our buddy Jim Jeffrey's house, and it's very funny to spend Thanksgiving with him because he's Australian, his wife is British, the mother of his other child is Canadian, then his wife will have two other friends over that are British, then Amos might be there. So it's like all these people are like, I don't get this. They like it, and they celebrate it, and they're into it, but sometimes I'm like, you guys know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, it's up to you to like. Yeah, it's up to you to be like, all right. So there was the Mayflower, the Santa Maria.
Nah, I don't do that. Well, but we do go around even as friends, and I like this part of Thanksgiving. I don't know if you do this. And each one of us will do it at his house. We've done it before, like, you know, with my family. It's like you say what you're thankful for.
Let's do that.
I think that's nice.
All right.
And I always think that's nice. And one of the things that made me laugh the hardest one time we were doing that at Jim's house, and his son Hank was like, I'm thankful for this roof over my head. He was saying it like, thank you, Jesus, for housing us.
Like he was a pauper.
Yeah, this giant house that Jim's provided. Jim's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, was that ever in doubt that you were gonna?
Yeah, we're doing fine. But with my mom, every morning on Thanksgiving on NPR, they'll do Alice's Restaurant, which is an Arlo Guthrie song. It's like a 17-minute song. It's more of a story.
17-minute, like that's like the Ballad of the Ella Fitzgerald or whatever.
Yeah, but it's like a story though. There's like a story that's happening during, and it's like humorous. I wouldn't say it's like knee-slapping funny, but it's humorous. It's fun, and there's some funny parts. And I play that every Thanksgiving, even still now, because that's like a tradition.
What's it called?
Alice's Restaurant. It's played every Thanksgiving morning on NPR. They'll play it, but I have it on my phone too. It's called Arlo Guthrie. He did This Land Is Your Land.
It's a banger.
He was an old folk singer, but then Woody Guthrie, maybe that was his son, Woody. I don't remember if Arlo or Woody, who's the dad or but they're all like folk singers, and you know, they were very like big back in the day, whatever. And so it's called Alice's Restaurant. He kind of talks like this, and he's like, so we went down and we threw the trash over the hill, and we went down. He tells the story, and then there's just a chorus like, you can get anything you want. At Alice, listen to it. Listen to it this Thanksgiving.
It's gonna be a new tradition at the Williamson household. I'll tell you that.
You should listen to it. It's fun. Yeah. And then the smell of cooking food.
Yeah.
And that song is like Thanksgiving to me. So
then would your mom host it at her house, and then like all your aunts and uncles and friends would come over there? Or?
I've done Thanksgiving in a lot of different places. We've done it at my mom's house, my grandparents' house, some other parts of my family in Miami. A lot of times in the Florida Keys we do it, or we go over to someone else's house in the Florida Keys. As my mom got like more ill and she couldn't be hosting parties and stuff, we would generally make some dishes and go to one of her friends' houses in the Keys or something like that, But yeah, lots of different things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think we would generally, when I was a kid, we'd host Thanksgiving almost every year. My grandmas would come over, and then usually there was someone who didn't have, family to go to or whatever that we'd invite. And yeah, definitely, man. My mom would make the best mashed potatoes. So good.
That's
much
the dish?
butter. So much butter. And then we got into frying turkeys for a little while. So we'd have the oven baked turkey and then the fried turkey. And now I like to smoke the turkeys, dude. There's nothing better than a smoked turkey.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I always was like, man, I'm going to try. The first time I tried a whole smoked turkey, I was like, can't be better than a fried turkey. I mean, just so moist and good. And then I smoked one and I like nailed it. And I was like, oh man, there's nothing better than this. This is so good.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then football, you watch football, you got a bunch of
smoked turkey.
I got you, bro. But you watch football on Thanksgiving and you get full. And then really, honestly, the NFL on Thanksgiving is what now there's basketball on Christmas Day. And there's another holiday where they've wedged some football games into. But nothing.
They're putting on Black Friday this year. The Dolphins are playing on Black Friday.
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
new thing.
No, you're wrong.
I'm positive. I watched the game last night and it said Black Friday.
Okay.
Window and I want to paint it black.
Okay, maybe. Oh, you.
And it was Dolphins Jets.
I was just getting mixed up because the Dolphins are also playing on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe that's what you're thinking of.
You get mixed up every time on Thanksgiving. So Black Friday
Could happen to the best of us. Yeah. So, but I think Thanksgiving too, there's just no expectation to do anything. So you just like you're zero guilt in eating a bunch of food and being lazy and watching football.
I have so much guilt in eating food. By the way, put your weights in. Thanksgiving's coming up.
Is today the weigh-in day? Or we still have a little time.
I did not weighing myself to the 16th, and we're recording these because old Fancy Pants over here is going to Europe. Louise.
So a week.
What are you thankful for, Louise?
A week from this. All right.
Yeah, I will weigh myself on the 16th, but I won't reveal what it is until whatever the next podcast is after that. After this will be like after Thanksgiving.
They don't need to see behind the curtain. All right, yeah, let's go around the room.
Well, I'm explaining to them why, so that they don't think, what the fuck, there's money riding on this.
Yeah.
Dave the Rub. And a back rub by Dave, too. We're throwing that in. Dave's rub and a back rub. You should do that. That should be a promotion.
I'm
a rub and a rub.
I'm good at rubbing shoulders.
Just like a couple, just for a few seconds.
Yeah, not like,
a few seconds.
I'm a married man. I don't want to cross the line.
What are you thankful for, Louise?
Thankful that I don't get charged rent for this studio.
So why are you
we're
charging
really
us?
overpaying.
But you didn't put your fiance in there first?
That was a really tangible.
What a fucking money grubber.
I was going to say my fiance first, but I thought
you
Dave was
said
going to be like,
yeah,
you gay?
No matter what
that
you
was
said.
the easy one. Yeah. That's the least gay thing you.
I still would have made fun of you.
Yeah.
Would have been like, oh, yeah.
Someone's What? No. So, Louise, let me do yours for you. I'm thankful that I found somebody who I can share my life with, and that
it's weird that you're saying it.
Yeah.
and that I'm just so excited to get married, and that everything's going smooth, and that it's just an exciting time in my life. I'm thankful for that.
And then I won't have to do the podcast after I'm married.
This is Luis.
Yeah, because he won't be doing the podcast after he's married.
Yeah, we got to start interviewing new producers.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to. She's all supportive now, but then as soon as they're married, she's gonna be like, "We need to move out and have our own place," and he's gonna have to start selling insurance. And then Luis is gonna be like, "No, I can have a day job and also do your guys' podcast." And then he's gonna start like canceling all the time and be like, "Oh, well, sorry, I had to pick up an extra shift."
Yeah, extra shift selling insurance. We're still invited to the wedding, right?
That is the plan. Yeah. But
we're on the bubble, bro.
Do I get a date?
no, we were hoping to have that this week, but
No. Do I get to bring a date?
I figured.
I think you and I are a package.
New contest. Who wants to be my date to
Louis'
Louis'
wedding.
yeah.
All right. Well, you let us know.
All right, Forrest.
So that's all you're thankful for is rent free, and
I mean,
fiance.
in all seriousness, yeah, fiance, but like just being in a good place with family, her family.
Yeah.
Don't have too many struggles or complaints right now.
Not your cat.
Fitty, yeah. Fitty to kitty.
We have to tell him what he's thankful for. It's not good.
I just have a history of like no one taking me seriously. Even on Jim's podcast, same thing. Thanksgiving episode. Luis, what are you thankful for? Then I get shit on. So I know how this works.
PTSD over here.
Yeah, geez, we're nothing but nice.
What are you thankful for, Forrest?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
My dog, Arnie.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for him every day.
What are you, gay?
Yeah. Gay for my
we
dog.
We don't talk about people like that, Luis.
Yeah, that's very judgmental. Yeah, I'm thankful for him every day. I really like that. I'm thankful that I am able to, even though it's a struggle sometimes to do this career, it's fucking pretty crazy. I get to travel around, and for as much shit as we talk about it, it's like, you travel around to different countries and states and perform for people and experience all kinds. Because you know what it is? Like sometimes I'll just see people and they'll be so excited about the fucking dumbest thing, and I'll be like, I guess that is cool, and then I should be more thankful about the fact that I get to without getting into specifics, just experience so many different things. Yeah, different places that I've gone and the events we've had and food and all that kind of stuff. So that not thankful for this podcast. That's for sure. That's I already know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say thankful for our friendship. You're gonna say something like that, but I'm not gonna. I'll let you say that. I'm not thankful for any of my friendships. I feel like they've all abandoned me.
I was definitely leading that way.
My time of need.
I was definitely going to lead that way.
Yeah, you go now, and I'll amend mine at the end.
All right. I'm thankful for not just our friendship, but the many friendships I have in my life.
You talking to me or Louise?
Everyone. Everyone. This is a blanket statement.
Oh, well, okay.
The listeners, my comedy friends, my family friends, my water polo friends, my high school friends. Just been blessed. So many friendships.
I don't like when you talk in this tone. I'm not thankful for that.
I'm thankful for my family's health, even though it's been a year of going to a lot of doctor's appointments and stuff, and it's a pain in the ass, and our insurance system in this country is just completely out of whack, and it's really difficult to get the help you need. A lot of times it's even if you spend a lot of money on really good insurance, then it's just a huge rigmarole in a process, but just grateful that that's even,
USA.
Yeah, even possible that we can get good help.
Nah, you got to be thankful for your family's health this year for sure.
Very thankful. I'm thankful for my community. I really love, it would be easy for me to be like, oh, it's all so hard to buy a house and I want a bigger, I have to share one bathroom. But my neighbors, it might be the cheesiest statement I've ever said, but my neighbors are so awesome all the way around us that it uplifts our quality of life so much that we live in this area where our neighbors are like, we see them on a daily basis, and check in and it really does take a village.
How long is this going to take? This thing?
It's a very thankful person.
I know. It's all very nice. It's all very nice, but it's a lot.
Thankful that I've stumbled at later points in my life into a new community of barbecue folks, and just how welcoming they've been to me, and been part of something different and new at this stage of my life that's really exciting and fun and challenges me. Yeah. Thankful for the opportunity to coach kids in water polo and be a part of their life, be a mentor, and build long-lasting relationships and to really have a positive effect on people's life through athletics. I forgot one. And my dog, Gypsy.
I just remembered one. Yeah. I am thankful for the young Hispanic woman that gave me a blowjob in Orlando 2 weeks ago.
Easy.
Thank you. If you're listening.
Why'd you have to specify she was young?
I don't know. I was trying to have some specificity because it's funnier in comedy. Okay. You don't know these fucking rules. If I just would have said woman for giving me a blowjob, it's not as funny as if I said the location, give her a little bit of the, she's young, Hispanic, so people can put it in their head, the imagery. Okay. Come on, this is 101 comedy.
Well, I'm thankful for her as well because she made my friend happy. When my friends are happy, I'm happy. Thank you, young Hispanic lady.
Talking about pulling back the curtain. What's funnier if I go, I'm thankful for the one that gave me a blowjob, or I'm thankful for the young Hispanic woman that gave me a blowjob in Orlando? Yeah.
Thanks, bitch.
Thanks, woman. I wanted to say it after all your heartfelt shit.
Oh, man.
We're all thankful. Right? It's call 347 Mermen.
Yeah,
Tell us
yeah.
what you're thankful for.
Yeah.
And if you're in another country, sucks to be you, bro. You don't have this good healthcare system Dave was talking about, but you also don't have Thanksgiving.
Actually, like Canada does that where they mimic all our holidays.
Yeah, they have Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, comedy records. Listen up, Barry.
Yeah, what the hell, bro?
I remember I was talking to Barry.
Stop mooching our holidays, dog.
Comedy Records, Barry Taylor, and well, Tim is American.
Canadian?
Yeah, but I think he's married to a Canadian. I think he's probably, I don't know if he has citizenship or not. But I remember talking to Barry, or I was texting him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's Canadian Thanksgiving." I was like, "Get the fuck out!" I was nice, but I go, "All right, well, cool, sorry to bother you," but also in my head was like, "Come on, what happened in Canada?"
No, and like 4th of July, they celebrate
bullshit.
On 4th of July, they celebrate Canada Day.
Yeah, and then they get Boxing Day after Christmas.
Yep.
Come on, extra holidays.
Yeah, Jesus is ours.
Yeah, Jesus is ours. Thanksgiving is ours. We're the ones that I know you guys think that you've done atrocities to the Inuits and different people. Yeah. We're the OGs of Native American destruction.
To be fair, they've really taken it to the next level, though.
Have they?
Yeah, there's a real animosity between Native
Have you seen a
Canadians.
documentary or something? How do you know?
No, I've performed in Winnipeg.
All right, hats off.
I've heard the racist remarks firsthand.
You can do Thanksgiving then.
Yeah.
That is funny that like Thanksgiving it comes from, there was a lot of bad things happening.
Yeah.
Where the origins of Thanksgiving comes from. We're like, I'm thankful for my neighbors. Meanwhile, Columbus, I don't even know what the origins are, but it's not good.
He's like, cut their heads off.
All right, let's change the subject. We talked about Thanksgiving enough.
All right, what else?
It's over, guys. Get over it. All right.
What do you think about the like Columbus Day? How they like changed that to like
Indigenous People Day.
Yeah, they like kept it as
I don't have a problem with it because
a holiday, but they just changed its meaning.
On the other podcast, I don't know about that. We had an episode on Christopher Columbus, and the guy basically said, the expert said, look, Christopher Columbus wasn't the nicest guy, but he was more dumb than he was evil. There was a lot of other explorers that were more evil and less dumb. So a lot of but I still think he was not a good person. And all of those explorers didn't have good intentions, especially for the people they weren't like, oh, is this your land? Well, let's work together. There was like a lot of bullshit and a lot of terrible, I read that book back in college. What the fuck is it? It's the alternate history, Howard Zinn or Howard. There's like another.
The alternate history isn't that all the books we read?
Not alternate. It's like stories that you didn't read.
Choose
in
your
your
own
history.
adventure.
Yeah, you didn't read in your history book. Like they would learn. They would see if their knives were sharp by like cutting them on the backs of like Native American, like just bullshit like that and stuff. So it was like
doesn't sound nice.
Yeah, terrible. So I think that's fine to rename Christopher Columbus Day, but I just think they need to come up with a different name because Indigenous people is too wordy.
It's too literal.
It can be literal still, but just it doesn't flow. You know, It's like blah 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 day, but Indigenous People Day. Too many syllables.
Did you ever go to the Columbus Day Regatta growing up in Miami? That was a party.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but I'm trying to come up with a different name for Columbus Day.
Yeah,
Indigenous people.
The Indigenous People Regatta.
IP Day.
So for people that don't know, Columbus Day Regatta was the.
In Miami.
Yeah. So it's a 3-day weekend, and you'd go out on a boat to.
Well, first of all, there was a race. There's a sailboat race.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Yeah. That's what it was based around, but it was really about the party.
Yeah. There was an actual sailboat race where that's the regatta thing where they would race. And I think they'd finish somewhere down near Elliott Key, right? Mm-hmm. So in Biscayne Bay, there's all these, these keys that it's like barrier islands between the ocean and the bay.
The deep part of the ocean and the flats up along Bay. Florida. So, but everybody would go take their boat out near Elliott and would anchor up, and it was kind of not there were some sandbar parts, but it was more just like a more shallower part, It
was shallower. There wasn't a lot of growth on the bottom. There wasn't a lot of algae and seagrass and or sponges or anything, so people would feel free walking around there, and it was very sandy and clear. And
so people would tie their boats up together too, so you'd have like a row of like 7 or 8 boats.
I mean, if you put in Columbus Day Regatta Miami and look at some photos, there's thousands of boats. Yeah. Like literally thousands and thousands of boats. Yeah.
And it would just be a big party. And as the years went on, the bathing suits got skimpier. I remember one time I was a kid.
There's just naked people.
Yeah, a lot of naked people.
Yeah.
One time I remember being a kid because we'd get in like inner tubes and we'd like float from like section to section, checking out everyone's like parties and boats and stuff. And I remember this one big boat had obviously hired some strippers, and they were just on the top, just dancing with music blaring for hours. And then for a while, some people would also do themes. Like I remember my parents' boat, they would always like, one year they'd be like Vikings, so they would just have like the Viking helmets.
It's very debaucherous though.
Yeah.
It's just like everyone was drunk or high or both or just swimming around. And
but then water balloons became a thing, where it was like everyone got into having water balloon fights between the boats.
Yeah.
And my dad and his buddies, Dr. Rigetti and my dad and all their pals, they were, very smart, engineer-brained people. And so they got the that aluminum, real light aluminum tubing that you would use to make ultralights, which they all flew. And they made these 7-foot slingshots with the big tubing and a canvas pouch, and they would launch water balloons. And so I remember one year being a kid, and we had one of those slingshots in every rod holder, and we were just, I think we might have hurt somebody.
Yeah.
We hit them fucking head on.
Where did all the rubber from the balloons go?
The fish eat it, and it's good for them.
Yeah. It builds their bones strong.
Well, they outlawed it after a while. They wouldn't let you do the water balloons
they
anymore.
outlawed a lot of stuff. So
there was just plastic everywhere.
When I started working at Derm and I started working with manatee protection, I would go to a lot of meetings for the special bureaus unit.
But this was the 80s. We didn't know that yet.
Yeah.
It was all good fun.
Yeah. And the special bureau unit was like this police headquarters, and it was all the specialized. So it was like Marine Patrol, the bomb unit, things like that, so it was like this building near the airport. So I go to meetings there, and I would talk about manatee issues, because that's these signs are down, we need to replace these signs, and that took a long time to get going, and we would do ride along, here's some other manatee issues, whatever. And I would sit in for the rest of the meeting, and then inevitably when the Columbus Day Regatta would come up each year, it was like they all were like, okay, Columbus Day Regatta, they're like we have all, because there's not that many Marine Patrol in Dade County.
Yeah.
Like if you do Miami-Dade County, City, Miami, and all the municipalities, there's not that many. And then they would have to dedicate all these Marine Patrol to there, because mainly for safety issues, But it's also a state park. That's on Biscayne National Park is a national park. And then I think Elliott's a state park. So it's all these. They really could have just said, you're not fucking doing this anymore, because it was like on federal land, like technically submerged land and stuff. But they allowed people to do it. Then they put like the buoys where you had to stay within. I think you had to get permits. But they also would have to clean it up for like a week afterwards underwater.
Yeah.
They'd have to pick up everyone's shit. The only good part about that I would hear is they'd have metal detectors, and they'd find like watches and jewelry and all sorts of shit. And sometimes they'd find just like random things.
Bale of cocaine.
Yeah, I don't know if they found that, but terrible for the environment.
I heard plastic's not that bad for the ocean. That's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, where did you hear that?
It's pretty common knowledge. I did. Do your research.
Yeah,
I did research. Do your research.
I know you're just stirring me up because I fucking hate conspiracy theorists, but fucking, I know if you were a conspiracy theorist
and you love the ocean,
this would be the last podcast we do together, because I have no fucking time.
Oh, I think they're dumb, except for the true ones.
Yeah, which are the true ones?
It's a lot.
Yeah, name one besides your plastic theory.
Well, I'd have to really think through it real quick. Well,
flat Earth.
Flat Earth. Yeah, obviously the Earth is round.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm a round earther.
You're just a nothing. You just believe in like what's already known.
Yeah. Well, really, shapes are a construct.
I used to think flat earthers were funny. Like, oh, cute flat earthers, because I felt like there's only like 5 of them on the planet. It was like Kyrie Irving, I'm assuming Kanye West, and the fucking Sarah Palin. I don't know who else is I don't know what's a flat earther, but there were some famous ones out there that I know. Kyrie Irving was a flat earther, but I can't remember who else. But I used to think that was kind of like silly. Now with social TikTok, especially. There's so many fucking flat earthers out there.
It's easier for the dummies to stir each other up and to back up each other's claims.
There's
everything.
There's also a religious component there. I know you go to church and stuff like that, but this is not the type of church but there's a whole thing about the firmament and the earth and God and creation and stuff, and that has become a thing because I've been on TikTok deep diving into these. I've been actually attacking some of them. Not yet. I've been recording videos where I'm attacking.
You're
as content. I'm doing it as content, like a duet kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Like the chef guy I like that makes fun of the people cooking.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, like some version of that, like kind of thing, Chef Reactions, he's called. Very funny. If you know, I've never watched that guy. I'm a big fan. But there's this one guy, and he goes, they always are like this. They're like, They always like, they always act like, I find it very interesting, like very smuggy. And I'm like, how are you smuggy about something that's clearly wrong? Like that. Yeah. And they'll be like, so look this up next time. Go into Google Flights or whatever. Google take, what is it for buying the airline? Google and try and get a ticket from Auckland, New Zealand to Santiago. Or wait, what's in Argentina? Buenos Aires, Argentina. You'd think you just go straight across here, right? Because he's looking at a globe. And he goes, no, but you go to LA, then JFK, then you go to Argentina. And he goes, why is that? And then they show, there's a fucking flat earth map that somebody drew that. I'm like, and they just use that like, yeah, and this is right because some guy drew it. And if you look at that, it looks like it's a straight line going to LA and I'm like,
what do they think all the photos from like space? Why do they think that?
Let's just stop 1 second. This fucking guy thinks that because there is a flight route that goes that way, that's why. All. Yeah. And then some guy wrote in the comments, he goes, I've flown direct there before. It's just really expensive. Most people have to do that flight. Like, this guy doesn't know about cheap flights yet. Yeah. Like, hey, if you want a really cheap flight, you're going to have to take some bad routing. Like, like he thinks it's like...
I've definitely flown from LA to Atlanta to get to Chicago before. Like, it's not the best.
Yeah, I've flown to Seattle to get to Korea. That's annoying. You're just going up.
Yeah.
Like, just go, and then you go back this.
Yeah, but I remember one time I actually went from Texas. I went like Dallas to Atlanta to LA. And yeah. I remember the flight was so much cheaper doing that I just told my wife, I was like, I'm going to just fly all day Sunday and watch movies. Like, yeah. It's going to happen. I'm just going to get ready for it.
Yeah, so this guy thinks it's a straight line on flat Earth from going from New Zealand to LA to New York to Argentina. So that's the flat Earth map. Fucking idiot. And then they'll say stuff. They'll be like, how do you explain this? And then they'll take an object and they'll have it really close here. And then they'll just move it 300 yards away. And it's like, you could still see it. If there was a curve, it would be over the curvature of the Earth, like 300 yards away. You're like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, and then they think there's an ice wall, right? So it's round, it's flat, round, and there's an ice wall. And that's why if you go south, you'll hit Antarctica, or north, you'll hit the North Pole and ice. So like, no matter which direction you go, you hit ice.
What about east or west?
But this also is proving the Earth is round, by the way, at the same time. They don't... You go east south. Don't worry. I'll show you the map, dude.
All right.
Fucking idiot.
This is starting to make sense to me, actually.
Yeah, probably.
What was that?
This is what I put out there. I said, if anyone can prove to me that the Earth is flat, I will fucking jump off the edge of it. Yeah. And you can fucking record
well, you can't. There's an ice wall.
No, you go over the ice wall, and then you go, yeah, what's on the other side of the ice wall? Just space? No one's fucking gone there and TikToked from there and done a dance. Did it. Ice wall. Fucking idiots.
There was
holding all the water in. And also, by the way, climate change, if that's happening, and maybe if they don't think that's hoax, the ice wall is going to melt and then all the water's going to run off in space.
We're fucked.
Yeah, we're really fucked then. Yeah. The flat earth thing, I don't get. I know there is a religious component behind it. And it's like, if you don't believe in blah, 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 and this, we have a maker and it's not like a higher power, then you would believe there's a globe. It's like, what the fuck? They'll say stuff like, how is you telling me like the water just stays on the earth and it's round? How's that happen?
Do you remember
kill yourself.
When we were kids, there was that book by Shel Silverstein, Where the Sidewalk Ends, and the graphic was literally just like a sidewalk and it was like a cliff. I remember that terrifying me.
Yeah.
I was like, what have you got there? And you fell off. Like, well, I don't know. It was just scary.
Do you know anybody that's a flat earther?
Not for real.
There was some comic that I'm not going to say where or whatever, but I was doing a show and I thought they were kidding. So I went on stage and actually, because I thought of something funny and did a joke about flat earthers on there and came off.
And they got mad at you?
No, they just go, yeah, but the earth is really flat though. You know that, right? And I was like, oh shit. I thought you were kidding like you were dead serious. There's a lot of conspiracy theorist comics.
Yeah, it's one of the dumber conspiracies, I would say.
They're all dumb.
Yeah.
Like fucking, what's another one? I don't even know. Can't even think right now.
Well, I kind of heard that, like, there's a theory that it's not flat, but it's a dome shape.
Wait, this is something you believe in?
I don't believe it, but I know.
What do you mean dome? So it's a half Earth, half globe?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so now they're like hedging their bets. Hey, you know what? I was thinking about it. there was a terrible accident 100 years ago, and it chopped half the Earth.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the beliefs are. I almost said the believings. I don't know exactly what the beliefs are, but that is kind of like a somewhat popular theory as well.
I think if you kill all the flat earthers, you get rid of a lot of other
All right.
things that are problems. You know, those people they're going to believe in lizard people and chemtrails and all this other shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Chemtrails.
Yeah, chemtrails. It's another one. The fucking plane. They're fucking putting so let me get this straight. The government's in cahoots with Delta to fucking spray us with chemicals, and they have this whole complicated system in place to spray us, the people, with chemicals with airplanes. But they made it so we can see the chemicals being sprayed. Like, they didn't make them invisible. Like,
What do the chemicals do?
I don't even know. But they're just like, they're going to chemtrails. And I'm like,
Right,
so
here-
they show this the chemtrails? They're like, oh, look, and it's not invisible, like a
Yeah.
mist. Fucking morons. You die too.
Here's
You
some
die.
of the most popular conspiracy theories.
All of them should die.
So a lot of them are surrounded around the Kennedy assassination,
Kennedy assassination. Now, I will say this about conspiracy theories. I'm not saying that
government
'Cause
hiding stuff.
there's all
isn't-
sorts of conspiracies, you know, but my problem with conspiracy theories are when they are starting to disrupt the society in functioning in a normal way. And flat Earth at one point was just like whatever, and now it's like more and more people believe it, and I don't know what the end result of it is, and how it's gonna fuck people up. But I think if you believe that there's flat Earth, you don't believe there's climate change, you don't believe there's like all sorts of other shit that's fucking happening.
What about
you know?
Bigfoot?
Harmless, so it doesn't matter. If you want to go out there with a fucking heat-seeking fucking camera or whatever, and be my guest, go out there.
Isn't there one about the Denver airport? Don't people think Denver
Yeah, yeah.
airport's like
Because-
built on a huge lab or something?
Yeah, they say it because it's so far outside of the city is number one, right? Because it's a 45-minute drive. If you've ever been there, which is
in the middle of nowhere.
what is called actually good urban planning. It's the
Yeah.
only, like, the airport in LA sucks. You want to know why? Because they built it right in the fucking middle of the city. The airport in Miami sucks. So they built it in the middle. They have no room to expand, make the runways bigger, make the fucking terminals nicer, or whatever. So Denver was like, somebody was like, we should build it far out the city so we can fix it and expand it if we ever into it. And people are like, red flag right away. Let's
Yeah.
fucking, and then there's like
And
there's
it
a
took like
horse.
it took a lot longer and more money to build.
Yeah, but there's all these like signs on. There's like they say there's like what is that secret society, but not secret society, the
skulls,
the builders, or what are they called? Not the Illuminati, but the fucking, I can't remember the goddamn name, but they're like if you see these symbols here, that means there's a secret den here, and that's where they go, and there's fallout shelters for the Illuminati here in Denver. I'm like, okay, even if that's true, who cares?
I
Like,
feel like human beings in general are terrible at keeping secrets.
Yeah, of course.
And if there was something like that where there was like signs or whatever, it wouldn't just be like a few people heard. It would be common knowledge. Like everyone would know. Like,
Yeah, dude,
like things like people are not good at keeping secrets.
yeah, like think about all the secrets you've tried to tell someone not to. You've told, like, you know, your aunt. You're like, hey, whatever you do, don't tell grandma that I spilled the fucking gravy on Thanksgiving, whatever. And then 2 minutes later, hey, so I heard you fight. Like, you can't even keep that secret.
No.
Which is a fucking nothing secret. So you're telling me like all these other super, like the fucking 9/11, this and that and stuff, inside job and all this. It's like,
It's like every time there's a hot teacher that gets busted sleeping with a student and it's in the news.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you thought a high school boy was going to keep that secret?
yeah. It's like, look what I've been.
He's going to tell everybody.
Want to see her tits? There you go. The young Hispanic woman in Orlando. We got Louis to laugh. It's pretty good. It's called comedy. Hello, it's on.
Should have been a Forrest Shaw there.
What have you? Yeah, come on, dude. I know you're going to Europe.
Forrest Shaw.
Be ready on the buttons. Be ready. I've got gold coming out.
Oozing out of him. Ooh, I bet there's a conspiracy theory about gold.
What are the other conspiracy theories that are?
This was not.
I'm attacking them all.
It's not a very good list, but we'll keep
Fuck
going.
them all.
Oh wait, I like this one.
What?
There were a lot of mattress firm stores in Illinois, all within a few miles of one another, leading some to believe it was a money laundering business.
I love money laundering conspiracy theories because no matter what, whenever
All that means is people are like, "There's no way that could be a real business."
Yeah. It's when they just see a business, they're like, no one's ever in there. Like, and there could be like 500 other reasons or excuses. Like, someone might just own that whole property, and it's like they're just, you know, they're renting out all the other stores. But so there's a pizza place in Glendale. It's called like King's Pizza.
Yeah.
And Orlando went in there one time. Orlando Lave, our buddy, and he ordered a pizza, and he said they pulled out a frozen. They looked at him like, "Why the fuck you in there?" Pulled out a frozen pizza and cooked it, and he goes, "It's a money laundering scheme for sure." And I'm like, or they own the whole mall. And they're making money on us, and the guy's like, "Oh, we'll just have a pizza. We'll make our office here, and we'll sell some pizzas." Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I always love whenever money laundering schemes that when people say that's like, it's the same thing as a comedian saying it's like such and such on steroids. It's like, dude, stop saying that just because you don't know anything about business. I don't know anything about business, so I don't know about any money laundering.
There's a lot of things in here about aliens in Area 51 and Roswell and everything. Oh, here's Denver Airport is well known for conspiracy theories.
Yeah. All these people die. World would be a better place. Do you know any conspiracy theorists? Are there you two? That if we got rid of them, wouldn't be a better place. Get them rid. Do you know any comics or conspiracy theorists?
There's my cousin calling me.
Is he a conspiracy theorist?
I don't know. You want me to ask him?
Are you putting him on?
I can.
Wow, well, again, pivot.
There we go. Hey, you're on the Mermen podcast.
Hey.
We're talking about conspiracy theories. And what was the one? What was the one you just said about the pizza place? Because Chris has owned pizza restaurants before.
Oh, don't tell me it's Pizzagate. Pizzagate's a bad one.
Oh, Pizzagate. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
What's going on, Chris?
Nothing much, man. Did you guys already discuss Pizzagate?
No, we didn't.
That was the one where people were saying that Hillary Clinton was using a pizza restaurant to like traffic
kids
to do sex trafficking.
No, for adrenal glands. I think it was to get the adrenal glands out of children, and they drink it.
That's the only way. That's the only way to make money in the pizza business these days.
Yeah, if you're gonna harvest, you
need to walk in cooler.
Yeah,
keep everything.
I mean, kids love pizza, so kids are gonna be like pizza.
You get them in there, you get the glands out,
and they come out and they've been microchipped.
Yeah, and you just throw them back into when they go in the bathroom. You take the adrenal gland out and you slap a Band-Aid on there, and then the parents
they got wise to ice cream trucks.
Yeah,
they had to start using pizza shops.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you were pro Pizzagate for a second when he said, "Okay, but we're good." Because I had just finished saying everyone can die that believes in these things.
No. Screw them, man. Yeah, I hate Pizzagate.
I'm glad we've all established our stances.
There's plenty of people that believe in that. Like that's
Chris, have you any of your restaurants been accused of something that's absolutely ridiculous from these dum-dums on Yelp and stuff like that who have distorted views of the world?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You own a restaurant?
I mean, people say
he owns several.
Yeah, I own 6 of them, but the people constantly post fake information about our restaurant. I mean, it happens every day. So just an example is someone made a bad review the other day and said, your frozen black bean patties are not worth the money that you're charging for them at our hamburger place. Well, they just assume that we make everything fresh. So they assume that they know that our black bean patties are. So that's not quite as exciting as child trafficking.
That's a conspiracy theory if I've ever heard one.
It was offensive to me.
Do you attack them? Do you go in there and you defend yourself? Maybe not attack them.
No. I wish that is an interesting approach. Mm-hmm. There's a guy up here. He has a restaurant.
Forrest would.
Yeah, if you for a small fee, you can
Forrest
hire
would be
me.
like, listen, numbnuts.
I'd be like, and I'll go to their house.
Our overpriced patties are fresh.
This is what I would do for that one. I would hire someone to come and just film me, and I would knock on that person's door. I'd throw a bean patty in their face. I'm like, does that feel fresh? And then you put that on there. Boom.
Yeah.
Customers galore.
I did have a customer that told me that that we pre-cooked our hamburger patties, that there was no way for them to come out as fast as their food came out, and that they didn't believe that we made the food to order. And so I did happen to be there for this guy, and I invited him to come back in the kitchen with me.
Oh,
I was like, please, I was like, I would love for you to come back and check this out.
And
so,
did he apologize?
No, they're just like, okay, yeah. Oh.
Fucking idiot. Those people that write reviews are definitely flat earthers. That's all I'm saying.
It's the same vein.
Yeah,
it's people who think they're smarter than people who actually have the knowledge and the expertise in whatever field it is. They just think they are experts because maybe they read something one time or have one little tiny snippet of experience with something. There's no way you could. Yeah, there is. We did it. Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. We revolutionized the hamburger business. We cook burgers to order.
Yeah.
The other thing that's always crazy is people have such high expectations. And I'm like, guys, I'm working, and I love our staff. We have great people that work for us, but I have 215 high school kids that work for me. It makes it like, guys, I'm like, we're not sending somebody to the moon. But please, I'm working with high school kids, man. Like please tell me how to make that work better.
Excuse me, Chris. We didn't actually go to the moon. I don't know if you knew that or not. That was
a TV set
filmed in a studio.
That was Kubrick. I was actually testing you, Forrest, just to see if you knew what was happening.
And then we took a fake photo of a round Earth.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry, I'll be putting that in your Yelp. Don't worry, I'll be putting that in there. This guy believes we went to the moon.
We should go on Chris's hamburgers. We should go on Chris's Yelp pages and just write the owners of conspiracy theorists.
No. He believes we went to the moon.
Yeah.
Hey, I think y'all should definitely. Oh, I got a good one. Something that we did do. This is a great story. We They were filming Sleepy Hollow, the TV series Sleepy Hollow, in one of the towns that one of the restaurants is at, and so they built a fake movie set diner, and me and my business partner started a Yelp page, because you can go in and like claim the Yelp page for a restaurant, so. Which is crazy that you could just start your own Yelp page for a restaurant.
We're definitely doing that. Mermen Diner.
Yeah. Well, so it was the Chatterton Diner. It was this thing, and everything inside was made out of cardboard, but it looked real from the outside. So we actually we started a Yelp page for it and started writing fake Yelp reviews for this place. We're like, the food tastes like cardboard.
I ordered last year. I still haven't gotten it.
I'm never coming back here again. This place is a ghost town. And then people started writing reviews for it and putting it on there, and it was hilarious. So
Mermen Diner. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Luis, start us a fake restaurant.
Where are your restaurants, Chris?
They're in outside of Atlanta, in between Atlanta and Athens. So we have some in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is in Gwinnett County, and then Monroe and Duluth. So,
all right.
Yeah, if you ever work in Atlanta area.
Well, I don't know the name of it. So,
well, Local Republic is in Lawrenceville. Strange Taco.
All different names.
Yeah, he's got Strange Taco in Lawrenceville and Monroe. He's got LR Burger in a couple different locations.
I would go, but you use child labor. It sounds like you said all high school, so I don't support that.
How are we going to sell them if they don't work for us?
You got to. How's it going to get their glands?
Got to get the glands.
So.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Well, cool, man.
I'll call you when I'm on the way home.
All right, see ya.
Cool, love it.
Is the construction next door getting closer as we're moving?
I'm thankful for my cousin, who's my best friend, and has always been there for me.
Never heard that guy's name. I saw his name there, and I was like, never heard that guy. And the crazy thing about it is, if you said his full name, which you're
Chris Collin,
yeah, it's another name, like you always say. My cousin Chris Collin. Just the alliteration is always in your friends and family's names.
They're like fake people I made up.
Oh, Chris Collin.
Yeah.
I want to go to Chris's restaurant. Yeah. Sounds good. Fresh burgers.
Yeah, Chris has been on the podcast before.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
He has?
Yeah. It was when...
I didn't know that it was Chris. I can see his name.
He called in when we were talking about... how was that invented?
Coffee. He was a coffee guy, right?
Yeah.
I thought his voice sounded familiar. I have to call Chris more often. He knows a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But he believes that we went to the moon.
Loser.
That's another one. What did we fake the moon landing?
Yeah.
For why?
You and I did those sketches about like QAnon and conspiracy theories, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
We did. We were talking about didn't know you were a round earther.
I forgot. That's the sketch we did.
Yeah.
Should we play that?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
I have it right here.
You do?
I'm sure.
Big Wave Dave.
Big Wave Dave. Yeah, you remember that.
We can play the audio, and then You know, Luis can, you know, whenever he's not fucking busy jet setting around the fucking planet, can
Yeah,
fucking, you
with
know,
our money.
not putting drops on there. Then when he's supposed to put Forrest or Dave Williamson doing that shit, you know, then he
It'd be
could
better for your job security, Louise, if you were just like, oh, I'm going to volunteer to build houses. and
Doctors
this-
Without Borders,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
something like that. So you say that.
Just like to give back to humanity.
you're a doctor. Oh, there's some boobs.
Yeah, I'm usually helping the guys next door, but
Not,
you know,
yeah. Not like, oh, since I don't pay rent in this place,
yeah. I'm off to
I
Barcelona.
have disposable income.
He's saying it the right way. He's like, Barcelona. I'm off to Barcelona. When did we shoot these?
It was like as the world was opening back up. It was quite a while ago.
It was like an Arcadia or something like that, right? Oh, it was as the world was opening back up? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
so I edited those for social media.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Why? Oh, here, there.
And that was before I knew who Dave was. So
You were like, man, this guy's great.
even when I started working here, I didn't make the connection that was you because, like I said, you just get lost in the character.
Wait, why did you edit that?
Because we'd shot it vertically, but then we needed someone to edit it into a clips for Instagram and put captions up, and that was before I knew how to do it, and then it was easy.
Okay, so
You were like, I got a guy.
I think it'll work with the audio. I have a minute-long one and a 49-second. Oh, those are two different clips.
Yeah, two different ones.
So this is. I'm looking. There's a globe on my desk.
Yeah, that's the
Let's
one.
see if it works. You ready? Ready?
Yeah, right.
Look who's back. Back again.
We're in an office.
It was about people going back from remote work to working in the office.
Set it up better.
Yeah. Forgot that.
I'm in a cubicle and I'm looking at a globe,
Yeah.
and Dave comes up to my cubicle.
So
and
it
starts
was
interacting with
when
me.
everyone was going back to the office from working remote for 2 years.
Just realized we should set it. There you go. All right, here we go.
Look who's back. Back again.
Big Wave Day!
What's up, buddy? Good to be back in the office with you. I missed you.
We're gonna have so many lunches.
What you been up to this year? I haven't talked to you at all.
So many things. Started gardening.
Cool.
Yeah, I got some tomatoes in the trunk if you want them.
Yes, please.
Let's see what else. I got a dog.
Nice.
Started scrapbooking again. Make my own bread now.
Sourdough.
Delicious.
Yeah, got a sourdough starter if you're interested.
100%.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of golf. Joined a country club.
Cool. Dude, I joined the club too.
Woodland Hills.
No, better. And I wanted to talk to you about this. It's called QAnon. And a storm's coming. I think that you need to be prepared. Let's go to lunch and talk about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if there's any new snacks in the vending machine. I'll be right
All
back.
right, buddy. Well, it's good to see you. Hey, I'm gonna take care of this for you, okay? I didn't know that he was a round earther.
Damn, look at that. We tied in this whole episode with this thing. We wrote that on the way there.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was some commercial being filmed,
Yeah.
and they needed us as extras or something?
Yeah, they needed us to just be in the part. And he says,
Yeah.
he knows I always like to, play around and do sketches.
Yeah,
stuff like
he
that.
goes,
So he
"So-
was like, he's like, I don't really have a budget. So he's like, if you come and just let us, he's like, I could shoot something for you while you're there. And I go, Forrest, you want to come shoot something? And he said, yeah.
Yeah, and then the day came, and we hadn't wrote anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like big on, like, I think I was writing on Jim's show then. I was like, we should write it out. And you're like, we'll come up with some shit. I'm like, we have this crew. So we came up with that almost on the spot. That's pretty good. And this is another one we
Yeah,
did.
the other one was funny.
This is
People
one-
really liked them.
This is one where I come up to your desk and you're sitting behind a desk and I'm standing over you talking to you. I think that's all we need to do there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, bud. Just wanted to go over those numbers before the meeting.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Hey, super weird to be meeting in person and not on Zoom anymore, huh?
Totally. Hope you're wearing pants.
I better be. I'm not wearing underwear. What you got?
All right. So in the first quarter, there was something to do with the profit margin. I was a little bit concerned with what I saw from the. What are you doing? Are you drinking a beer?
Dude, I'm so sorry. I thought my screen was off.
It's just holding up
but-
a photo now.
Yeah, in front of
I
my
can
face.
still hear you.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, crap. I thought I was muted.
not muted.
Leave meeting.
Okay. Get the underwear taken care of, buddy.
Yeah, that was another one. We'll re-release
Very
those. even though
topical,
They're not
very
topical anymore.
topical.
I should have just left with the flat Earth one. Though.
Yeah, flat Earth was more relevant.
Edit
yeah.
that out. Edit that out.
You kind of need to see the other one. Yeah.
You need to see them both. Really, it's a visual thing. But we did that. We did something.
We made content.
Yeah, wrote it on the spot. And you can't tell because it's like, you know, Key and Peele quality.
Except for the multiple times we talk over each other.
Yeah, and I'm like stumbling through it. And what was those little rocking sounds in the first one? Or was that the construction next door?
That was a construction.
I don't know if it's me breathing or the construction next door or something.
No.
So I don't know.
Totally construction.
Anyways, all flat earthers die, please. Thank you.
And forgive me, I know I was distracted on my phone. Did you guys mention this Jamie Foxx conspiracy?
No, we haven't got to that one.
Yeah. Have you seen these?
No.
No,
So people
okay.
think that he's people are big into that. Like when
fuck's
the
happening?
the Darvin, who was the guy's name?
Darvin Ham, the coach of the Lakers.
bag.
Whoops.
No, the guy. Whoa, good lord!
What's this happening?
It's a
No, the
SoFi.
guy-
It's a commercial for SoFi.
The guy on the Bills who got taken off
Hamlin.
Hamlin. Like people were saying that about like, there's no way this guy would be doing interviews yet. That's a clone and a body double and da da da. And you know they're trying to stick up for him by saying that, but then he's like, no, it's me. It's insulting that you think it's not.
So Jamie Foxx had like a he had some
alleged stroke.
I think it was a stroke, but then they kind of like said, you know, okay. But then he's done videos, you know, coming back and here let's see, and people are saying that it's a clone, and it's like, why? Like, does the world need a clone of Jamie Foxx?
He just wouldn't be in the public eye for a while.
So
that's
here's
all.
him speaking up. But that's, by the way, that's what he looks like now. Okay, like he's.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops! I just did. I fucked everything up. I'm like an old man on here.
First of all, I want to say thank you
Oops.
to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages.
So if you watch this video, he's
welcome,
very
Jimmy.
gaunt. His face is drawn in more. It's not as full. And if he had a stroke or
gaunt
something,
is the word gaunt.
something else. Yeah, I told you that word the other day, and you asked me what it meant.
Yeah, I know. I know what it means.
Haphazardly. So he looks like he's been going through some shit, but he doesn't look bad. He's
Jamie
also
Foxx is
older
like
too.
he's like the most handsome dude on earth.
Yeah.
I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back.
I just want everyone to hear this first. This is him being heartfelt.
I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. And I know a lot of people were waiting, you know, or wanting to hear updates. But to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. You know, I want you to see me.
So he looks different here.
Yeah.
And so he's saying he looked even worse before. So he was severe medical issues, you know,
laughing,
stroke.
having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show.
Hope he can do his
didn't want you to
impressions
see
still.
me with,
He's good at those.
What if we could do new impressions now?
Don't even attempt those.
It's like rookie of the year. When the guy broke his arm and he came back better, stronger.
Yeah. I know what you're going to do.
If I was going to
Don't do it.
make it through. And to be honest with you, my sister Deidre Dixon, my daughter Corinne Marie saved my life. So to them,
CPR?
to God,
I don't know. It's very
a lot
big,
of
but
great medical people.
he had medical issues. I think
mean,
it's a
I believe
stroke.
this-
Everyone said it was a stroke.
Yeah.
And he's alive
video.
still by some miracle.
I cannot tell you how great it feels to have your family kick in such a way.
We already know what his
and y'all
Thanksgiving's
know
gonna be.
they
It better
kept
be.
airtight. They didn't let
I'm
nothing
thankful
out.
for free rent.
And that's what
I hope he
that
ends this
everyone
talking
can have
about a young
moments
Hispanic
like
lady in
this.
Orlando.
Thanks for
Now, you know,
blowing me while I was
being
getting a
quiet.
sponge bath.
Sometimes things, you know, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said
Here.
I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are
Crossing
working.
his eyes,
Eyes
yeah.
are working just fine. They said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed.
Here's another one.
But I did go through. I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery.
I think he said something about being cloned too. People were saying I was a clone, and he shouldn't have said that because then he just.
I'm coming back, and I'm able to work. So I want to thank the people that let me work, and I just want to say that I love everybody, and I love.
All right, that's enough from Jamie Foxx.
I'm just hoping you can get back to doing those MGM
First of
casino
all, I want to
commercials.
say thank you.
Yeah.
to
By the way, as a
everybody
gambler,
that
those are like. It's so funny that
prayed,
you can
man,
stop,
sent me
Jamie.
messages. I cannot. Not even. Begin.
We love you. We're glad you're back. Okay.
Oh man! By the way, I have breaking news.
What's happening?
My cousin Chris just now got a text message from a spam number, and it says, Christopher, you want to outshine your competitors? We can help you gain the upper hand with improved reviews and ratings, completely risk-free. Reply for information, Jeremy at KGC Marketing. Dude, Big Brother is listening.
Yeah, big sister.
That's a for real conspiracy, though. Is that the phones are listening to us and they're feeding our algorithms and
takes to close
invading our privacy.
But I can tell.
Who's that? Jamie Foxx again?
That hairline.
No, this guy. This is
head
hairline's
shape.
off.
Oh, this is the guy.
Yeah.
That ain't Jamie Foxx.
That ain't Jamie Foxx.
So I said it on the last video, and a lot of you didn't believe me. I said it
By the way, I know you guys think this is Jason Statham doing this. That is
Sounds like Jason Statham.
Unless
Sounds
he's
like a bad Jason Statham impression.
Unless Jason Statham is black now, it is not Jason Statham. I will tell you, this is not Jamie Foxx.
the lighting,
the lighting,
the shape of his,
Yeah, but those are two different
somebody said,
camera angles. Times in history.
No clone. We out here
That's Jamie
in
Foxx.
LA right now. No cloning. It's real.
No cloning.
Is that Jamie Foxx?
One huge hint that allowed Ice Cube and the army of Jamie's fans to think that there's more to this story when a medical complication.
Fuck
The
off.
actor
Ice
expressed
Cube
his
is on board with
gratitude
this?
Hell is concerned. But I know where I'm going as far as heaven.
He ignored
Ice Cube's
the
an
warning.
anti-vaxxer. Anyways.
I'm taking my daughter to Paris with her boyfriend. I said, y'all have a date? I'll come get in the car.
That's Jamie
I just
Foxx
squirted myself
spotted
in the
out
eyes.
top
Here you go.
Time since he was hospitalized have we seen him. But black people have decided that Jamie Foxx has been cloned. They're like, we know the size of Jamie head.
It's only black people?
Jamie wouldn't wear it. Like,
Well, this woman's saying it.
people
She's
have
black, too.
decided collectively
Just
that
to be clear.
Jamie Foxx has been cloned, and it is the most bizarre. The whole situation is bizarre. What y'all think about this? Do y'all think this is
Well,
the
I mean,
real
this doesn't
Jamie
sound
Foxx?
like a person I want to take information from.
She's saying that he's
Yelling.
not cloned. She's saying it's stupid. Tell me the end game of Jamie Foxx being cloned.
Yeah. They got us. We've been duped. He's going to run for president, and he's going to be controlled by Hillary.
So if you believe in Jamie Foxx being cloned, also kill yourself.
Well, this has been a fun episode. Where are we at, Luis?
I think it's time to do the 2-minute warning.
Do we have
2 minutes left.
Oh, don't smile like you've been doing those the whole time.
Minutos.
Drops.
Fucking nailed that one.
do we have any voicemails or texts or anything that we're going to listen to? Or we're going to save those.
We have a text. We have 2 texts. One says, and I'm assuming they were kind of like live texting while they were like listening to an episode.
Earth is flat.
Because they just in all caps say "Dave for mayor,"
Nice.
and then a couple minutes.
Was that Willie Q?
No, it's an unknown number. Actually, no, Arisha from Michigan.
Risha. I will be your man.
But then,
what up?
Then, like a couple of minutes later, she sent another text and said, "No, wait, Forrest for mayor. I like his stance on abortions."
Yeah. Pro-abortion. I don't know what my stance is other than that.
We talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if mayor makes that decision.
Get at
for
me,
your job.
Arisha.
I don't know if that's a local politics topic.
Send Arisha my phone number. Any woman that's pro-abortion, you know what I'm saying? Are you Hispanic? And can you make it to Orlando?
And then we have another text message from Eli.
Wait, are you anti-abortion? Did we talk about
Are
abortion?
we gonna unpack this?
No, she said she likes my stance on abortion. I don't know. Okay, let's not get into it then. Yeah.
Another text.
Did I tell you my solution to abortion?
Yes, I think that's why she's saying that. I think we went into it.
What was it?
I think
Just pretend they're a flat earther and kill them. That's what you do.
you go back in history and you kill anyone who doesn't agree with me as a baby.
I forget what it was, but you did have a twist to it that made it almost seem more like.
Was it the erase it, the photo thing?
Eh?
I said that I think that most people that are against abortion believe it's murder. And I think it's because technology hasn't caught up. Like, we should come up with new ways to do abortions so it seems less like murder. And I was like, when you take a picture and then there's something in it and you just erase it with your finger, it's like that, but for abortion. And you're like, I need to get rid of this. And you go, you just rub the tongue and you're like, all taken care of. And you call it, you call it Instabort. Okay, I'm not. That was a joke I was trying to do on stage. I did it at the Common Space Brewery. I remember I did it at the show I'm going to do in December, the Common Space Brewery. And you're like, all right, Forrest. You got to say, it's like, I think I closed it. You're like, all right, this is fun. Yeah. We're all getting drunk here. Trying to.
All right, so we got one other text.
I probably invited a bunch of my friends out from church that one night.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's fun.
Wholesome fun.
Yeah.
They're not going to try to challenge you at all.
All right, one more text from Eli. And he says,
Where's Eli from?
We met him in
biblical name.
the Improv.
The Dania Improv. Yeah, I remember Eli.
Yeah.
Shout out. Thanks for coming out.
And he says, what video games, if any, did you guys play growing up? Would be fun to get Luis in on this question too for contrast.
Ooh, we could do a whole episode on that.
You mean home video games? Or what are you going to do? Arcade? What are you doing?
Well, me and my dad were big Miss Pac-Man fan. Miss Pac-Man with the speed ship.
We've talked about this because you said you could beat me, and I said no way.
Kill you at Miss Pac-Man.
I don't even have patterns. That's how good I am at it. I just feel the flow.
Patterns are good to have.
I just do this.
You did that exact same
I'll do
thing.
a blindfold.
No. You got to go right up the right, and then you start freestyling.
Live a little,
grab
let
things,
free,
come
buddy.
down. Then you make them follow you till you get over the pellet, and then you wait, and you go hold.
Conspiracy.
Hold, and then when all four of them come through, you grab the pellet and you go.
I still do the holds. I still do the holds.
And then you never chase fruit. Never chase fruit.
I know, but you don't chase fruit.
If you chase the fruit, it's just trying to bait you into where they can ambush you. If you happen to come by the fruit, you can snag it. But never deviate just for the fruit. It's a good metaphor for life. Don't chase things that you think you want.
Was like a homophobic thing you're about to say.
No.
It's a good metaphor. Do not chase the fruit. I tell my sons all the time, you chase the fruit, you're out of the house.
No, if you like fruit, I support you. All right, I'm an ally to people who enjoy fruit. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but what about if you want to chase the fruit?
But
that's what you're in there.
But
what if you're into the fruit?
Keep it suppressed.
Don't chase the fruit despite your lives are more important. If you can get the fruit and keep your lives and eating pellets, then that's fine.
Stop saying fruit.
Yeah. All right, because there's a pretzel in there, so it's not all fruit. Don't chase the temptation. Don't chase the temptation. Don't go for what you think is easy points for the longevity. You got to think long term.
I used to love Dig Dug.
Dig
Dug in the arcade was my fucking. You just blow things up with air. Awesome.
You know what was a sneaky fun game that I think gets lost in history was Joust. Do you remember Joust?
Yeah, of course, with the eggs and the fucking
the flying ostriches.
Yeah, Burger Time is another good one. These are all arcade ones, but when I got to we're older, so when we started playing like Atari, which like Asteroids was the shit.
Yeah, dude. Well, then vintage Nintendo's good too. Mike Tyson Punch Out. Paperboy.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out is awesome. That's one of the best games ever. Did you ever play that, Luis?
No.
Do you know what we're talking about?
I think I know.
You want to
Don Flamenco? Have you ever fought him? Don't think so.
What was that? Super Nintendo?
No, it's just regular Nintendo.
Yeah. Have you ever been trained
Mike
by
Tyson's Punch Out? Yeah.
Have you ever been
like this little guy? It was awesome.
Glass Joe.
Yeah,
you've never been trained by a chubby dude on a bicycle?
Can't say that.
That's right. The guy that trains you is like a big fat.
What?
You got nothing, Rocky.
There was a game. I want to say it was called like Anticipation. It was kind of like a digital it was like a board game kind of, but it was really popular for a while. And I got my words mixed up when I was younger. And I asked for Christmas for a game called Constipation. And my mom was like, there's a video game called Constipation.
Should be. I play that now.
Yeah.
You gotta eat fiber.
And she couldn't stop laughing at it. I'm like, why is it so funny?
You've only eaten protein for 3 days.
Level 3, I'm shitting.
Yeah, that's the fucking when you beat the boss.
I've unlocked it.
You just shit all over the boss's face.
You get like you collect like a bidet along the way.
Yeah, squirt some water up there.
Like it.
Well, if you guys cared, I played.
He cared. Eli asked for your opinion, so he cares.
I also think it might be Ellie. I don't know.
Ellie?
I could have sworn he pronounced his name not Eli. I could be wrong. Anyway,
maybe it was Ellie.
Contra.
I know who he is. I remember him. I just remember how he pronounces his name. So
I spent hours playing Contra.
Luis is talking now.
Sorry.
Stop chasing the fruit.
I used to play WWF No Mercy on the Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I didn't play that, but that looked good.
It's the best wrestling.
The wrestling games are fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I was more of an N64 guy, so it was that Mario Kart. I'll whoop anyone's ass in Mario Kart 64.
Yeah, that was a little. I'm too old for that.
Yeah. Have attitude.
Well, I also had.
Guess you're not as good at Miss Pac-Man.
I used to play Sega. I would play the Toy Story game.
How do you
on the
say it?
Sega.
Sega?
Toy Story game. Dude, you were a baby.
How do you say it?
Sega?
Sega.
We're saying the same thing.
No, what are you saying?
Sega?
You're saying Sega.
No, you're saying it weird.
You're saying it not
Sega?
right.
Don't you remember that little
Saga. Yeah,
audio?
You're saying like a Valley Girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there was so much drama with Janelle yesterday. It was like a whole saga.
Oh, you're doing a different word. I thought you was like, it's good because I went to the house and he didn't even let me play a Sega. It's like he owns it. He can play whatever he wants.
Sega became a saga.
Yeah, but they had that little like
Say it again?
soundbite.
Say it again?
Sega.
Yeah, it's wrong. What you're saying is wrong.
You're like a doctor saying Sega.
You know how happy Dave is right now that he's not the guy saying something
what,
wrong.
what an idiot.
Dave is so excited.
You know how to
He's
say things, Luis? What a dummy.
It's not me finally.
You said it so haphazardly.
Yeah.
You know how happy he's going to be when I say something wrong? He's waiting for that episode.
I'm going to be like, oh my God.
He's got fireworks ready to shoot up.
Say it again for us. Say it again.
What did you just say?
How do you say that?
What did you just say?
Luis, clip that out.
Well, hold on. No, didn't they have that?
I saw by the way you used your dog thing.
Oh yeah, is that getting any traction?
No, but use that. If you go on TikTok, and go to the Mermen page and use Dave's audio of good boy, bad boy, good boy, good boy.
You a good boy?
I saw
You a good boy?
Yeah, I'll use it. What were you saying, Luis?
That was that.
Yeah, Sega.
Sega. And then in the commercials, they go, Sega.
They're not going Sega.
Let's run that back.
I had the Sega, the Game Boy Sega.
I think they say Sega.
No, they're saying Sega. You're not saying Sega. You're saying Sega.
You're like, I'm going to write a Sega.
Like, as much as I did, I can't have Sega. All right. Where are you going to be?
December. Come see me in Vegas. I'm going to be at the Brad Garrett's Comedy Club at MGM. And then I'm heading up to Winnipeg.
When are you going to be there again?
The first week of December. Yeah, I think like the 4th to the 9th, I think. And then I'm going straight up to Winnipeg to work Rumors Comedy Club, one of my favorite comedy clubs in the whole wide world.
Wait, are you going to be in Vegas 4th to the 9th?
I think so, yeah.
That's my weather.
You're going to be? Yeah,
I'm opening for Jim, but I have some friends coming. I'm going to be from the 7th to the 12th.
Well, let's hang out.
Sega.
And then I'm gonna be at the Orlando Improv on the Wednesday between
you know what happened to me in Orlando
and New Year's. What happened in Orlando?
Nothing. Tune in. Listen, rewind. You'll hear it.
Where are you gonna be, Forrest?
There was this Thanksgiving week. I'm doing some shows with Jim in DC. If you're there, I'm doing some shows in Vegas with him. If you're there, come out the 7th and 8th or 8th and 9th, something like that. Come out, see Dave.
Yep.
In Vegas.
At Dave W Comedy.
Then shoot on over to the Mirage. Catch me opening up for old Gimme Every. And then after that, I've got a bunch of like rando gigs, and I got to look at. Just go to forshall.net.
Dude,
I'm in Vegas again in January. Go to forshall.net. It's on there. I'm at the Comedy Cellar in Vegas in January.
Hey, let's go check out Roswell while we're there.
That's in New Mexico, isn't it?
Perfect.
Okay.
There they are, the mermaids.